It's time for another joyride through the alphabet. So, buckle up, because this is another exciting word association game with new categories, more thrilling and specialized than the last. And, per your request, we are working backwards, from Z to A instead of A through C. I'm going to ask you to come up with words related to categories that you aren't normally asked about. And at times, the category will be extremely specific. Meanwhile, you are going to relax deeper and deeper as you follow my instructions, pairing words to letters to words. And I will also be sharing my answers with you. So, giving yourself permission to let everything go now. Feeling the weight of the day float away from your body as you settle into a comfortable position, closing your eyes if you feel called to. Closing your eyes, closing those eyes. Letting your body grow nice and heavy. Taking a deep breath in. Holding your breath, holding it. Releasing any anxiety as you breathe out. Very good. Getting ready to follow my instructions now. Following my instructions as we start with the letter C. Starting with the letter C. Following my instructions as we start with the letter C. I need you to tell me the name of a quirky hobby that starts with the letter C. You can tell me silently or out loud. I will hear your answer either way. That's how this works. But a quirky hobby is not your typical hobby, a quirky one. Let's see. Quirky. You have it already. Really? Seriously. Zumba, yeah. Zumba could be considered a quirky hobby. That counts. I had sorbing. I want to sorb so badly. Have you heard of it? It's where you climb into a giant, transparent, inflatable ball and you roll around. Will you sorb with me? We have quite a growing list of activities now, don't we? We have estate sales, Norway, sorbing. The list just keeps growing. It's a very fun bucket list that we're forming. Please feel free to add on to it. Tell me what you want to add on to it. It's going to be the most eccentric list there is. Now, can you tell me an unexpected type of pet that starts with the letter C? A pet you wouldn't expect someone to have that starts with the letter C. This is my pet. It's that's a very interesting pet. That's not one I usually see at the breeder. Except maybe at the Bangkok market. But no, not even then. Right? The Bangkok market doesn't have zebras. Mine was Zorilla. A Zorilla. It's kind of like a skunk, but not. But I have else? Is there the sheep? Is that one? There's 12 of them, right? You got a lot of options. But now, I need you to tell me a national park. One national park. One national park that starts with the letter Y. One. Easy peasy. Very simple, no-brainer, right? Yeah. Yellowstone. Yosemite. Oh gosh, how nice would it be to be there right now? Okay, I went to both places in my mind just right now real quick. Saw the Grand Prismatic. I hiked to the top of Yosemite Falls. And now I'm back. And now, we're going into letter X. 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 Of course you were with me at Yellowstone and Yosemite. X. Okay, for X. X, X, X. Can you give me 2 5-letter words that contain the letter X? Yes, 2 5-letter words. 2 5-letter words. That's an intense one. 2. I think I have one. I think I have one. Do I have 2? Do I have 2? You got it. Texts. Texts. Text. What about nexus? I had nexus. A little bit of an edge there. Okay. How about 1 6-letter word? 1 6-letter word that contains the letter X. 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 1 6-letter word. A little harder. A little harder. You got it. Really? Already? Alright. Very nice. Very nice. I'm impressed. I had plexus, 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 and sextet, sextet, sextet. Are you ready for W? W, 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 W. Tell me an unusual superpower that starts with W. And you can get creative with this. As creative as you want, just make it an unusual superpower, okay? Unusual, very strange, and not typical superpower that starts with a W. 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 Wiggling. Wiggling. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And wobble. Wobble, wobble, wobble. I think that's a good pair, right? You're a wiggler, I'm a wobbler. Wiggle, wobble. I'm on that Zorb kick, so I love to wobble. All about the wobbling. Wobbling, 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 wobbling. And now, a scandal. A scandal. That starts with a W. A scandal. A scandal. I'm thinking political, but any sort of scandal, as long as it's scandalous, it's a scandal and it works. So whatever pops into your mind with a W. Where are those scandals? Oh, yeah, Watergate, of course. Watergate was very scandalous. The scandal of its time, I think, right? I was thinking WikiLeaks. WikiLeaks, WikiLeaks, WikiLeaks. What do you think about WikiLeaks? the sunrise, and a woman was right next to her RV with a VR headset on, really engaged in a Beat Saber session. And it did look like a very intense arm workout, so I think that also would qualify as a sport. Now, V still. Two things you'd find in a pharmacy that start with the letter V. V, 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 V. Okay. Okay. Two things in a pharmacy. Gosh, sometimes my mind goes blank. Two things in a pharmacy. You got it. Yes, okay, good. Vitamins. You're stumped on the second. I was stumped on the first. Well, I was thinking vaccines. All the pharmacies I go into have vaccines. That starts with a V, right? Okay, into you. You. I need you to tell me a fictional character whose name starts with you. A fictional character whose name starts with a U. The name of a fictional character that starts with a U. You. Anybody home? You. Ultron. That's beautiful. Ultron. I was thinking Ursula. Ursula. Was she part octopus? Purple octopus. Now, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Conspiracies that start with the letter U. 2 conspiracies that start with the letter U. 2 famous conspiracies. Let me add that in. But I'll accept any conspiracy here. Is your tinfoil hat on? Oh, it looks so good on you. Your tinfoil hat looks so good on you. Fits you well. You conspiracies. Yes. The UFO cover-up. For sure. Although, didn't they come out and say they were real? They told us they existed, right? The government. They did last year. I think it just like sailed over us, although I'm getting chills talking about it, so moving on. Mine was the Unabomber. I actually had no idea until I was science fiction that starts with the letter S. A subgenre of science fiction that starts with the letter S. S, S, S. Subgenre. Subgenre in science fiction. You haven't? Do you? Really? Gosh. Always just blowing me out of the water, man. Steampunk. Wow, yeah. Solar punk. All the punks. All the science fiction subgenre punks in one place. Well, what did you think about a space opera? I feel like we are living in a space opera. I don't know about you. One big space opera. Now, tell me the name of a classic board game that starts with an S. A classic board game that starts with an S. 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 Classic board game. What are you playing on a game night? Classic, then it starts with an S. Starts with an S. Scrabble. Do you like Scrabble? You good at Scrabble? I've never been any good at Scrabble, I'll tell you that. Mine was Snakes and Ladders. Did you know that the US changed the name from Snakes and Ladders to Chutes and Ladders because it better fit American tastes and sensibilities? That's a direct quote from whomever. I don't know who decided that the American tastes and sensibilities were what they were, because I don't think they still are what they were. Whoever did decide that then, I wonder what they would think if they time traveled and showed up into society now. You think they would be like, oh yes, all is according to America's tastes and sensibilities? I think they would faint. Moving into R. Moving into R. Moving into R. Can you name a historical literary movement that starts with the letter R? I told you we were going to get real specific, and here the proof is in the pudding. Getting real specific now. A historical literary movement that starts with R. Historical literary movement. Historical literary movement. What? If you know, you know, I think. And when I tell you mine, you'll really know. You'll be like, oh, if you didn't know, but I think you know. If you know, you know. Right, okay, here we go. Romanticism. Romanticism would be a historical literary movement example. Romanticism. Or realism. Realism, realism, realism. I would take romanticism over realism any day. What would you do? Are you a realist or a romanticist? And two reasons for financial difficulties. So 2 reasons that you start to go broke that start with the letter R. What drains the bank account? Raccoons. What drains the bank account? Are you a reckless spender? Sometimes. Depends. I was thinking reduced income would definitely leave a mark on your financials. I hope you never have to deal with reduced income. I hope your income's only increased. Entering Q. 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 I need you to tell me a type of food that starts with the letter Q. Yes, just one type of food that begins Office chair. Alright, next up is N. Please tell me the name of an unusual invention that starts with the letter N. The name of an unusual invention that starts with the letter N. Not your average invention here. It's a little unusual. Unusual invention. Unusual invention here. Got it. Brilliant, yes. Night vision goggles. That is a pretty unusual invention. I was thinking nanodrones. How about two adjectives to describe someone that start with the letter N? Two adjectives to describe someone that start with the letter N. So two words that would describe someone you were talking about, referring to. That person's very, I feel like they seem, how would you describe? Well, they're naive, okay. Yes, okay, nurturing, nice. Nice could be used to describe someone, right? Neat, nervous. Time for M. I need you to think of a mythical creature. I need you to think of a mythical creature that starts with the letter M. Think of a mythical creature that starts with the letter M. A creature only found in myths. Can only be found in myths. Myths. A minotaur. Yes. Minotaur. What about a mermaid? Love those mermaids. And now, a type of gemstone. Can you tell me a type of gemstone that starts with the letter M? Do you know any gemstones? Do you know your gems? Are you a rock hound? Are you a gem collector? Rock hound, gem collector. Gemstone, you've got it. Moss agate. Moldavite, good one. Wow, dang. Okay, let's get into L. Can you tell me a type of beverage or drink that starts with an L? A beverage, a bevy, or a drink that starts with an L. A beverage or a drink. What am I drinking that starts with an L? Oh, there's a lot. I guess there are. Yeah, I was thinking lemonade, which sounds refreshing, but yeah, there's a latte, there's liquor. There's limoncello. There's lychee juxtaposition, juxtaposition, juxtaposition. Yes, both viable, both viable. And a famous fictional character. A famous fictional character that starts with the letter J. Famous fictional character that starts with the letter J. Famous fictional character. What do you think? Famous fictional character. Do you have one? Do you have one? Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow. Very good, very good. Definitely. James Bond. James Bond, James Bond, James Bond, Bond, James Bond. Into I. What is the name of a popular technology that starts with I? What tech is everybody using that starts with the letter I? What technology is everybody using that starts with the letter I? Can you tell me? So easy, you guessed it. iPad, iPod, iPhone. Do people still have iPods? iPhone, iPad, yes. I saw people were retrofitting iPods. Looked kind of cool. How about a famous movie that starts with the letter I? A famous movie that starts with the letter I. Lickety-split, lickety-split. You got it, lickety-split. Interstellar. I actually thought you were gonna say Inception, but both good, both good. I had Into the Wild. I love that. Great book, highly recommend the book. Into the Wild. Based on a true story. Straight into H. Can you tell me the name of a weather event? A weather event that starts with the letter H. We've been having a lot of these this year, actually. Weather event. Weather event. It's an event. Weather event. Yeah. It is. It's so hot in here. A heat wave. It's a heat wave. Heat wave. I need some water. Nice. I was thinking hailstorm. Hailstorm. It's crazy how big the hail can get. Crazy. Alright, now an invention that starts with the letter H. An invention. So what has been invented, and don't say hot dogs, that start with the letter H. What has been invented, and don't say hot dogs, that starts with the letter H. What has been invented? What has been invented that starts with the letter H? What has been invented that starts with the letter H? Hope. Just kidding. You got it. are heat waves down there, I'll tell you that. How about the Great Barrier Reef? The Great Barrier Reef. I would love to visit the Great Barrier Reef before it's bleached. We should add that to the list. Sorb, Great Barrier Reef. Sailing into F. Sailing into F. 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 I want you to name a dessert that starts with the letter F. A dessert. It starts with F. Gosh. Getting hungry. Got my quesadilla. Got my dessert that starts with an F. What do you think? Fluffinetta. Ah, fruit tart. Fruit tart. That sounds delicious. Fruit tart. Fruit tart. I was thinking froyo. Frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt. Frozen yogurt. And now, a common medical term that starts with F. What is a common medical term? Medical. Common medical term. What are you hearing in the medicinal field frequently that starts with the letter F? Doctor, I have a fever, fracture. Yes, good work. Now E. 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 I need you to tell me an uncommon form of communication. Uncommon form that starts with an E. Uncommon form of communication. E. 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 Uncommon form of communication. Tell me. You know. Uncommon way to communicate. That starts with an E. Yes, emoji. I'd say it's relatively uncommon, right? Like, you're not fully speaking an emoji to anybody. It's not hieroglyphics time yet. Maybe, encrypted messages. Those are hard to find. You're not looking in the right places, right? How about a famous musician that starts with the letter E? A famous musician. E named. E named. starts with a C. A famous comic book character that starts with a C. A little bit easy too. Yeah. Okay. I know. Captain America. Pretty good. I was thinking Catwoman. Catwoman. Now, two types of fruit. Two types of fruit that start with the letter C. Two types of fruit that start with the letter C. There's quite a few for this one, right? I wonder if we could put them all into one fruit tart. I would like that. I'd like to try that out. It would be an interesting amalgamation of fruit, but I would try it. You've got it. You've got two types. Okay, let's hear them. Okay, let's hear them. Okay. Coconut. Yes, good. Cherry, good. Cantaloupe. Cranberry, that's four. We only needed one, but hey, reach for the stars. It's gonna be an interesting fruit tart. And now it's time for B. 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 Can you name a superstition that starts with the letter B? A superstition, so something people believe would bring bad luck. Something people believe would bring bad luck that starts with the letter B. Something people are often superstitious about. Starts with the letter B. What do you think? What are people often so superstitious about that starts with the letter B? What is it? Black cats. Black cats, yeah. Although I think black cats are cute. I was thinking broken mirrors. 7 years bad luck, broken mirrors. No. Now, a part of a building that starts with a B. Part of a building that starts with a B. Building. Also pretty simple. Yeah. Can you think of a part of a building? Building. The bathroom. Yeah. The basement. Not everybody has a basement though. The balcony. And here we are. At A. Can you tell me the name of a vegetable? A veggie that starts with the letter A. The name of a vegetable that starts with the letter A. Veggie. Kind of, a little bit, sort of, fairly simple. Do you have it already? Asparagus. Good. Or artichoke. Now,